Good evening, YouTube. So something a little bit different for your viewing pleasure. Here is the truck, the Leyland. Had a bit of an issue trying to get it out today. It's still a little bit stuck, but it's nearly there. But the reason it's so stuck is because we had to use two four-wheel drives, and I'll try and insert a clip somewhere here. We had to use two four-wheel drives to try and get the beast out. And yeah, it wouldn't drive on its own accord. It keeps popping out of reverse. Let me show you how that happens. So this is an Eaton Fuller, Eaton Fuller, 5-speed. I believe you'd call it a dog box. I think it's what you'd call non-synchro. What you got in here? You got selectors. This one over this side is 4th and 5th. This one in the middle is 2nd and 3rd, and this one over here is reverse and 1st. So what happens is, your selector picks a gear. Literally that easy. And what's been happening is, when the selector goes for reverse, this has been happening for years, mind you, you've got a bit of a pin detent there, and it's got to push that out. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It's actually a spring detent there to make you feel that you're going for a reverse, like a first or reverse gear, and it's got to go all the way up there, or at least there somewhere, past the detent. So that detent, yeah, up there somewhere. So that detent grabs hold of it, so you really know you're in that gear. They don't want to go back. First is the other one that's on that detent. So the reason that they don't want to cover the gearbox back up, no one any shit getting in there if we can help it. And what's been happening is all to do with this. This is the selector, and it's just worn out. Focused. There you go. As you can see, all the chowder marks in it. It all just needs to be built back up. It's literally just changed gears that many times that she's out of shape. So I'm going to try and find a photo of a perfect one and replicate that. But what we're going to do is we're going to go out the shed, weld boss quantities of metal onto that, and then reshape it with the grinder until we've got it all fixed. So normally I chuck this on the automotive channel, but I want to reach more people quicker with this one, because the reason the bloke sold me this truck is because it popped out of reverse, and I'm going to fix it with one stick electrode and a couple of hours of figuring out what was going on. So you really can't give up on such a big vehicle. Like, you probably could have sold it for a lot more money, and well, you would have had it in service still and wouldn't have bought. You just bought a $10,000 Mercedes of similar vintage with a small engine. It's a little V6 one. So really didn't get investigated enough. We need some RTV silicon to put that back down, like instant gasket, and clean up here. Make sure we don't stick those springs down. Noisy SS Commodore going past. So yeah, that's all I've got to do to fix it, YouTube. It's not the biggest drama in the world. There's only weld a bit on that, grind it back, put it in, test it, make sure it's grabbing all the gears correctly, because he also said that first doesn't work, and I couldn't get first to work, it popped out. So you can tell that the shifter's actually not putting it in gear properly. He thought the gearbox was stuffed, shaft was wearing out, the bearings were worn out. I got this, flicked it into reverse, let go of the clutch, and it sat there and idled in reverse, spinning the wheels. Whereas today, trying to get it out of this bog hole, it just kept popping out, and that's why I couldn't drive out of the bog hole. So a couple of good mates, thank you muchly for coming and having a crack at getting it out. We had to use two. We used a Hilux and a Triton. The Hilux was used as a winch, and because it had a reasonable sized winch on the front of it. And my mate with the Triton's crazy. So thanks to them for giving me a hand to get it to where we got it to. I'll make another video about welding that back up and test fitting it and getting back together. It's getting late, so I won't bother with that tonight. But she's level with the gateway now, which means I can get her out and we'll be all good. Thank you very much for watching YouTube. Some subscribe buttons over here. Go and subscribe to the automotive channel down there if you haven't already. There's heaps of automotive style content, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers guys.